Hi guys, I want to make hopefully short video about how to make this mask. This is my favorite. I tried 3 different types and this is definitely my favorite. It's 3-ply fabric. One of the layers is right here for a pocket, so a pocket is super easy to replace. I like those strings as well because it doesn't hurt you like elastic would behind your ears, and I also put a wire here so you can squeeze it around your nose, and this area right here, it's a great hold because you put your chin there basically. So first you need a pattern. I made this one. Feel free to enlarge, just pause the video and enlarge it. Make sure you have 25 centimeters here, 18 here, 14 and 7. Then remember this fold, that's the 18 centimeters, we will need that. So you need a cotton fabric because that's super easy to disinfect. I cut strips of fabric, and you need this ones, so you can cheat a little bit. You can fold it and cut. With one cut you get 2 parts. I do little tiny bit, maybe 1/4 inch around the pattern because that's the area for the seam. You don't want to make the mask too small. So you will end up with 3 fabrics, 1, 2 and 3. This is the filter pocket, right? Do you see that right here? It's a little bit smaller. Next step is to sit in front of your sewing machine, make yourself comfortable, and you stitch those little corners together. You do it on the inside, right? One corner, another corner from here to here. Same on the second fabric, one here, and on the smaller part, here. Another thing that you do with this filter is you want to end up with clean edge. So I'm working on the inside. I fold this part maybe 1/2 inch and I stitch it here, so I end up with 3 parts. Now it's the tricky and most fiddly part. You want to attach those 3 layers of fabric together, so you carefully hold this. Do you see? So I'm layering it on the top of each other, and then I have to put this one on as well, like that. Make sure that you have the right side on the inside. So you line it like that and stitch up here and stitch up here. Basically you end up with something like that. You stitch here and you stitch here. Make sure that you go back and forth a little bit here and make a knot, because you will need it. The next step is to turn it inside out. It is fun. You will end up with something like that. Not kidding. So this is the right way to stitch it. You may have to fight it a little bit. That's why it's good to use good quality thread and do the knots, because otherwise you will destroy it basically. You see, here's the filter. Flatten it, iron it if you need to. Next step is to do those panels for the string. To make sure that it's not fraying, I fold it twice. Here you go, and I pin it. Then I will end up with this mask. Next step is to build in a wire. Do you see right here how I stitched it in? So basically I use gardening wire because it has got the plastic around it, so it shouldn't hurt anybody on their nose. I put it in all the way here. Make sure you use proper tools. Never ever use scissors on wire, and I stitch it zigzag. I do back and forth a lot here where I feel the end of the wire, and on the other side, because you don't want the wire to poke through and hurt somebody. And the last but not least is putting the string through. So I use safety pin. You know how to do that, right? You just push it in and push and push and push and push. Like giving birth to a baby. Ha ha ha. Alright, and done. Ta-da! The mask is done. When you use the mask, make sure you don't touch it on the front, touch it only on the sides, and disinfect it with rubbing alcohol or washing in hot water, or better yet, boil it in a pot on the stove for about 5 minutes. Good luck, guys. Thank you.